Hey there, class. So I wanted to kind of walk through step by step how I whiteboarded the big O notation, a couple of the big O notation issues out. To start, I went and I actually pseudocoded everything as they showed in the examples for the week. So I started by establishing a test array in order to iterate through it. And you can see here I set up an int array, new int, with the int array being a total of 100 in count or length. And then I created another int for our loop count to count how many times we iterate through it. And then for showing you the big O notation for O n, I coded out using the int array and loop count to show this by running through a for loop here and making the int start at 0 and the int variable I, as long as it's less than the length of the int array, we'll go ahead and continue moving through. And so it loops through and adds to our loop count every time, and we have our int array set to that so that it equals each other. And then when we print out our console here at the end, it tells you here which big O notation we're going through, and then of course tells you the actual information. And Control Z is amazing. Tells you the actual information for the loop count that we get looping through this iteration. And then additionally, I added just a little colored line breakup so that you can see the different results separately, because I additionally in the same program wrote the show big notation for the O n squared. And then of course this is very similar. This time I redid another loop counter, and then I added the original for loop that we had. And then the difference with this being that this compounds, and so it would be shown in a manner of which there'd be another loop inside of a loop here like I have. And then it should give you the results of the int array times int array, which it does here. You do your for loop, and I just made this an O variable instead of I. Went through, same thing as the rest of the loops up top here, and then of course added to our count every time. Now this time you'll see I don't have int array here because I don't want int arrays I to equal I on this loop or O on this loop, so they don't get confused. And then of course wrote it out to the console here, and then finally go ahead and run it for you real fast. And as you can see here, it gives you which O notation we were dealing with and how many steps it takes to complete it. The first one being 100 steps, and then as you can see in O n squared, it compounds against each other, so 100 times 100 would be 10,000. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Have a good day.